In a quiet village tucked between hills and rice fields lived an orphan girl named Aira. She had lost her parents in a flood when she was just 6. Since then, she lived in a tiny shelter near the old temple, surviving on the kindness of villagers and her own determination. Aira had a habit. Every night before she went to sleep, she would fold little paper stars out of any scrap she could find. Each star held a wish. Some were small, like a warm blanket or rice for tomorrow, but some were big, like a family who loves me. People often saw her walking barefoot through the market, helping the elderly carry their bags, or singing softly to children when they cried. Despite her hardships, Aira smiled more than most. It was the kind of smile that made you believe in something better. One winter, a new schoolteacher came to the village. Miss Liana noticed Aira watching the children learn from outside the window, her eyes wide with wonder. One day, she invited her inside. From then on, Aira sat quietly in the back, learning to read, write, and dream bigger. One evening, Miss Liana found a jar full of Aira's paper stars beside her school desk. "What are these?" she asked. "They're my wishes," Aira whispered. "I make one every day, so maybe, one day, one comes true." Miss Liana didn't say anything then, but the next week, something magical happened. The village council, inspired by Aira's kindness and determination, granted her a scholarship. She would go to the city, study, and live with a foster family Miss Liana knew personally. Years passed. Aira grew up to become a teacher herself, returning to the same village, to the same school where she first dared to hope. And on her desk, in a glass jar, sat a single golden star. It read, "One wish came true, now I'll help others make theirs." Aira's journey inspired not just a village, but a whole generation, proving that with hope and determination, dreams can come true. Together they began folding paper stars, each one carrying a wish, a new tradition ignited by Aira's enduring spirit. As dusk fell, they released their paper stars into the sky, each one a beacon of hope, lighting up the night with dreams waiting to be realized.